Okay, good morning. Today we are going to talk about the Victorian age. My group is Carelis Alvarez, Sully Galbache, and Luis David Ramos. Speaking a little about this time of this topic, we can say that the Victorian age reflects the era when Queen Victoria ruled the United Kingdom. Is known for being the most dynamic period. This happened over the years 1837 and 1901. Okay, and the Victorian age is divided into three periods. Early Victorianism, this period is exemplified by the nation increased confidence in the wake of the defeat of revolutionary and Napoleonic French. Um, Mid-Victorianism represent the pinnacle of British power in the world. An expanded navy and imperial army gave Britain an international profile that was coupled with a strong economic, political stability and advanced industrialization. Late Victorianism saw the British losing confidence in their hegemony as the United States, France, and Germany challenged their economic and imperialist lead, and social movements advocating rights to the poor, women, and imperial subjects gained against the privileged elite of the country in Victorian age. Some of the notable aspects of the Victorian age are many Victorians were extremely religious and members of either the predominant Anglican Church or one Anglican Church or one of the many nonconformist churches. And so the Victorian age was known for a lot of horrific living and working condition of the slums. Britain achieved its greatest imperial strength in the Victorian era, and at the height of the British Empire, Britain controlled over 1/4 of the world population, with the empire stretching to every continent in the world. And laborers work throughout the century to better working conditions, limit work for days, restrict child labor, and organize into independent unions that could stand up against a company bosses for workers' rights. Victorian was notable for its intellectual contribution, its social mores, and its political vitality. This is some of the aspects of these periods.
Continuing with British literature, the middle class was given the right to vote when Parliament passed the Reform Bill of 1832. The lower class citizens were robbed of their land due to the booming middle and upper class social changes were occurring rapidly. The Victorian era was the great age of the English map. British actors were heavily influenced by historical events, created new worlds for people to escape to, offered solutions to economic and social problems. Social class. Three main social groupings: divided, by wealth, living condition, education, middle class growth. Upper class. Servants to care for households. Women had time to socialize. Middle class. Mother education sent some to get an education. Included clergy, baker, doctor, typically had a stronger family bond. Working class struggled to survive. Kids worked from a young age, maintaining household extremely difficult. Feared moral expectation and finally and social class.
Now I'm going to tell about some element that was very important in this period. Aspect is the role of women in society. Women was considered their husband's possession. The wife duty to create a happy household, and divorce was impossible for the wife. Also, the role of women in the society was determined by class system. Another characteristic is lower class women were treated at par with slaves, have no play in decision making and intellectual opinion, and used to further the rise and the rises families. The role of men was very important in this period, and they were characterized possessive action, self-interest, independence. In general, men was considered themselves as the superior ones. The fashion in this period was influenced with lace that became a symbol of status in women, and also the rich women used lace in their dresses, while the poor used a crochet piece, and also they used a parasol for coverage for rain. Another aspect that was very important in this period was the influence. The Victorian age was full of imperial expansion, dramatic social upheaval among competing social classes in Great Britain and flourishing, also arts and literature and industrialization. In 1837, the monarch was severely restricted by British Parliament, and the monarch served primarily as a figurehead. After Queen Elizabeth's husband Lord, a segment of the public began to grow weary of monarchy. Okay, language. Language in this period was characterized in the United States and England. Okay, the dialect and speaking style show a level education. Also, in Ireland, a big mixed language, Creole, French, set themselves apart with French. Also, the Victorian values was another aspect that was very important because determined the behavior of deaf people in this period. The more representative values in the Victorians were duty and hardware, authority, good manner, patriotism, chastity and prudery, and family life.